The footprint ACL guide is placed over the femoral socket position arthroscopically. The angle of the guide is then adjusted into the desired position for preferred tunnel trajectory and locked into place. The ratcheting step drill sleeve is then pushed down to bone, and tunnel length is read off the drill sleeve markings nearest the reconstruction guide handle. The short flip cutter 2 is drilled through the femur and into the joint. Tunnel length can be confirmed off the flip cutter markings nearest the drill sleeve. Push the latch from the reconstruction handle into the unlocked position to open the side release feature, and open the guide to release the drill sleeve. Remove the guide from the joint. Tap the tapered portion of the stepped drill sleeve into the femur by malleting the oversized flange. Tap the sleeve in 7 mm as indicated on the flip cutter markings, or when resistance is felt as the sleeve step reaches the femoral cortex. The flip cutter blade is turned into cutting position by pushing the button on and advancing the blue plastic hub forward. Set the rubber grommet on the flip cutter against the drill sleeve. While holding the sleeve in place, activate the drill on a forward setting and pull the flip cutter blade into the bone to create a socket. Socket depth can be read off the flip cutter markings as the distance between the grommet and the drill sleeve. The tip of the step drill sleeve can also serve as a depth stop for the flip cutter blade, preserving 7 mm of cortex. After socket drilling is complete, straighten the flip cutter blade by pushing the button and pulling the hub backward. The flip cutter can now be removed. A fiber stick is passed through the drill sleeve into the joint and retrieved through the passport cannula for femoral graft passing. The tibial socket is then drilled in similar fashion with the flip cutter, and a tiger stick suture is passed and retrieved out of the passport cannula for tibial graft passing. The ACL tightrope RT sutures from the femoral end of the graft link construct are placed into the femoral fiber stick and pulled through the femur. The tightrope is then passed through the femur and fixed onto the femoral cortex. The graft is passed into the femur by pulling on the shortening strands of the ACL tightrope RT. A passing suture is placed into the tightrope ABS implant on the tibial side of the graft link construct. The passing suture and whip stitch sutures are then placed into the tibial tiger stick and pulled through the tibial socket and out of the tibial cortex. The graft link is pulled into place within the tibia by pulling on the loop portion of the tightrope ABS implant and the whip stitch sutures. A tightrope ABS button is placed onto the tightrope ABS loop proximally and pulled down to the distal end of the loop, which locks the button onto the implant. The shortening strands of the tightrope ABS are pulled to tighten the loop and advance the button down to bone. Load the whip stitch sutures into the slots of the ABS button before the button reaches bone. The graft can now be advanced further into the femoral or tibial sockets as desired, and final tensioning completed. The shortening strands of the tightrope can be cut and the whip stitch sutures tied over the ABS button.